How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. There you go. Okay. Sorry, that was my stupid. I had to change some audio settings for some recordings I've been doing. Sorry about that, everyone. Hello, hello. Um, we got a lot to catch up on. It's been 3 months since I've done it. That also means I've been sitting here for nearly 5 minutes chatting to myself. Gosh dang it. Um, so hello everyone. Hold on, let me get this post out on Blue Sky. Um, so yes, sorry about that. About not being able to hear me. I had an audio setting switched off. Anyways, so today's Saturday. Since it's been a while, it's been 3 months, so I'm a little rusty, as you can kind of tell. Um, so I'm gonna try and get myself back into the swing of doing these Saturdays. I'm gonna give you guys some updates on some stuff going on. Then we're gonna do actually a pretty fun activity today. We are talking about the Switch 2 because there's a big conversation about about the fact that there's not a lot of games on the docket for the Nintendo Switch 2. And today we're basically going to be making a tier list, kind of. Well, the tier list is more of kind of a structure for the main conversation of the games I really am wanting to see like within this year or just in general for the Switch 2 and like what I would personally be excited about. And it'd be a fun conversation to have with you all because I'm sure all of you have different opinions on what you'd be excited for to see, get announced and all that for the Switch 2. Fallout 4 is a game I am considering picking up. That comes out in April, right? That comes out in April, I think. I'm gonna do a predictions video, only one not to be announced. Nope, I did not do it. I did not record any Nintendo Direct predictions video because the whole thing just kind of seemed fishy. Like with the rumor going around about the Direct that was supposedly going to happen this past week. So I didn't record one. I was like, like I was busy. I've been busy working on a bunch of other projects, which I'm going to go into in a second here. So I was like, if this does end up being true, if there really is a Nintendo Direct coming up this past week, which there wasn't obviously, then I would just live stream it. I would just live stream predictions because I've been very busy, very, very busy trying to catch up on, just content because of some stuff. Why does it say what? I went from 6 to 0 viewers in a second. I hope everyone didn't just leave when they heard me saying I didn't record a Nintendo Direct predictions video. Um, but either way, yeah. So before we continue with the chat, which I'm going to be chatting a little bit, I just want to give you guys some quick updates on some things that are going on. Um, Firstly, I know a lot of people have seen on social media and I posted on YouTube about it, about my mom. I just wanted to give some quick updates on how she's doing. My mom is doing good. About 2 weeks ago, a little more than 2 weeks ago, she had brain surgery. She had a brain tumor that grew to the point of being nearly half the size of her brain. So she had a massive tumor inside of her head. And the surgery, like I said, was a couple weeks ago. And I was away the whole week. That's why there was a gap with no content. I mean, obviously, a family emergency. I'm not going to worry about YouTube. Obviously, very low on the priority list. But the surgery went really well. And in fact, as of yesterday, she just got out of the hospital. So my mom was in like a recovery rehab kind of thing for the past 2 weeks since the surgery. And man, the YouTube views thing is really inconsistent. I went from 0 to 3 to 7 to 2. I don't know what that's doing. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, as of yesterday, my mom's out of the hospital. She's home. The cat Slick gave mom a bunch of snuggles when she got back because he missed her. It's all good news. So that's all good. So mom's all good. My mom's all good. No, nothing sad. All good news. Um, Content wise, in terms of things coming out on the channel, obviously, everything with my mom put a pause on a lot of things. Basically, like there were like two like weeks ish where like 2 to 3 weeks where I was just like not really in YouTube mode at all because of obviously everything going off my mom. So thankfully, nothing's really being pushed back. I still am working my tail off on a lot of things. You can't see it, but who's calling me at this time? My dad's calling me. Dad, now's not the time. Um, Shout out to my dad. But where's I going with all this? Oh yeah, but there's a huge mess behind me. Like I'm literally just looking at what I'm looking at on the floor is season 2 of the Zach Pack show. Is what I'm looking at. I don't know how much of it you'll be able to see. No, you can't really see much of it. Well, one of the things that you can kind of see isn't really the Zach Pack show season 2. But I got a lot of stuff for season 2 of the Zach Pack show. It's basically like in full swing now. The Luigi's Mansion episode is, or like the first episode of the show is currently in the editing phases right now, which is very exciting. Of course, I don't plan on releasing any of these episodes until May, the earliest. But you know, as you can tell, it's in full swing. If I get enough excitement for it, then I'll show off some of the props and have a good old Cupality, and I'll get to your comment in a second, Brandon. I got all of season 2 of the Zach Pack show behind me, so it's really fun to get into this swing because this season's going to be a lot more experimental than the first season, which is super exciting. I'm also working on a big Mario Tennis Fever video, which has been giving me a lot of issues, but regardless, I'm still hoping I can get it out this coming week. If not, then I'm kind of screwed, but I'll figure something out. What else was there? I have a video that I think I'm recording today. I'm still waiting on a piece for the video, like a prop or a part of the video to come in, and I think it's supposed to be arriving today. So I'll probably gonna film that this weekend, and if everything else fails, I'll upload it this week if my Mario Tennis video that I want to do doesn't come into focus. I want to focus this year. I know it's weird talking about things I want to do this year and like my goals for this year. It's weird to talk about it now that we're already nearly in March. But I want to focus this year on a lot of the more fun. I always say this. I swear to God, I say this every year and it never ends up happening. But I want to focus on the more fun, different videos. I mean, I did quite a few of those last year. But I want to do even more of them this year. Obviously, the Zach Pack show being one of them. I got a fun GameCube related video I'm working on. That's the part I'm waiting for. So there's a lot of fun stuff coming, and even though it's been kind of a slower start to the year, I haven't put out as much content. It's been a little bit rocky because of my mom's health stuff. I'm ready to get into the swing of things. I'm ready to start getting content out to you guys, the fun stuff, the good stuff. And in case anyone asks, I have no updates on the Mario Party concepts video as of right now. That's a project that is kind of on the back burner just until I can get the Zach Pack show done. But once the Zach Pack show is like filmed and edited, and you know, obviously there's going to be I think I'm working on 9 episodes this season of the show. So once those 9 episodes start going up once a week, I will have more time to focus on the Mario Party project. So everything's working as it should. So yeah. Why we got a GameCube this month? Are they really good at Jiffy's GameCubes now? That hurts a lot, especially since there's hardly any GameCubes on the service. I mean, there have been gap months, you know, for GameCubes. Though I think because Fire Emblem was the last game, wasn't that December? So like we are approaching like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I think we're approaching 2 months of that one. Because let's see, that was... Oh, no. Oh, what am I talking about? That was a month ago. That was January 21st. Honestly, what I could see them doing, GameCube-wise, I could see them, honestly, shadow dropping the Pokemon GameCube games, or at least one of them, like Coliseum or Gale of Darkness. I could see them, like, announcing those and be like, hey, Pokemon XD or Pokemon Coliseum are the next games to come up, you know, in celebration of, you know, the Pokemon Day thing. So that's kind of where my head's at that they're going to do next. So yeah, that's kind of what I think in regards to that. I'm trying to think if there's any other things. September, November skipped games. You too. Yeah, I know there was some like months that they skipped. Um, so yeah, so I don't think it's like outlandish to think. Yeah, like it wouldn't be surprising that like they skip a month. Also, just realized I don't have any music going on in the background. Usually, I always have some Nintendo tunes going, and the only reason I thought of it was because I saw Tune Tris. So I was like, oh, music. So let me see. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. I'm a little rusty on these streams. Okay, I'm a little rusty. Mario music or no Nintendo music playlist. Oops. There we go. Hopefully this isn't really really loud for you guys. There we go. That's still probably a little loud. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so I mean personally I think Pokemon is probably their next one. Like again, because of Pokemon, like the Pokemon Presents, like they're doing Fire Red and Leaf Green. So I can see them being like, you're also like for people who want something on the online service, here's Pokemon XD Yellow Darkness, or here's Pokemon Coliseum. Coliseum, yeah. Why how they release Pokemon as paid each other as LS and all the other pack members don't you agree with that? I mean, look. There's obviously reasons they're doing it. I think the big one Triss told me was Pokemon Home. I mean, I'm sure if they really tried, they could have integrated Pokemon Home with the NSO app. I'm sure they could have integrated it. I mean, for me, it's just like honestly, I do want them. I mean, for me, the contention is the price. Like, and it's so funny after literally just uploading a video, like, about defending Nintendo's pricing, where people think it's outrageous. For me, the outrageous part is that they've done nothing with it. They've done nothing with the ROMs. Like, if it was like the typical, like back when like there was the Wii U, Game Boy Advance Virtual Console releases that were $7 or $8. Like, if it was $7, $8, even $10, I'd be like, okay, like that's fine. Like that's a fair price. I would pay $10 for a GBA game. Like I personally would, because you know they're Game Boy Advance games. You own them. You know, you don't need this NSO app. Fine. Like I would do that. But $20 with no online functionality, like you can't battle anyone online, you know, like that's where the NSO app, for me, the only reason I would care to have it on the NSO app is so you can battle your friends online. But then again, oh no, I'm trying to think, well, because Game Boy Advance games, the only way multiplayer worked was through the link cable, and I'm assuming, because I haven't done the multiplayer on the GBA app, so I'm assuming it would function like as if how the link cable would, where you both have your own GBA screens. I'm assuming. I don't know. I've never really, like I said, I've never tested GBA multiplayer. But yeah, I have no qualms with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green being released outside of the NSO app. My only point of contention is the price, for the lack of effort. Like, and again, I know I did a whole video defending Mario Tennis Fever because of its high pricing, but again, the reason I defended it was because of the fact that, like I said in the video, and the same goes here, right? There's two halves of the conversation, and it's funny. I'm literally seeing people now, some people who went at Mario Tennis Fever's pricing, saying my points from my video that I did last week about Pokemon, being that your value comes from how much enjoyment you're gonna get from the the game, how many hours you're gonna jump into it. The value you're gonna get is from your enjoyment of the game. That's what I said with Mario Tennis Fever, and again, that's half of the value discussion. So for me, it's not worth the $20 because I don't have that half. But then the other half is the content included. Is the content included worth the $20? Well, it's a dumped ROM of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and they're $20 each. And there's like the multiple languages thing where it's like, what if you want, well, first of all, I'm assuming because for those who don't know, if you get a game in the PAL region, the European versions of the game, you have to have, and I'm assuming Pokemon was the same way in the PAL versions, if boot up any PAL game. Actually, in fact, let me do that for you. But I know I have one. Just give me a second. Okay. So this is my copy of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It is a PAL game. I wonder if it'll say it on here. But this is a PAL Game Boy Advance game. No, it doesn't say. But this is a PAL Game Boy Advance game, right? So, anytime with most PAL games, when you boot it up... Oh, my battery's... Excuse me? Hold on. Gotta blow in the cartridge. I haven't played this Game Boy Advance in a while. No. Come on. Come on. You can read it. You can read it. Come on. I believe in you. There we go. It's like, ready? So this is the game. Usually, whenever you boot up a PAL game... Come on. Do it. Do it. Hold on. Man, it's crazy how bad these backlights are. Well, this is a 001 model, I think. Hold on. It's gonna get there eventually. Come on. You can do it, game. And I know this one has it, right? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yo, I haven't booted up this game in so long. I used to play this with my grandmother as a kid all the time. Come on. I want to make my point. I want to make my point. Oh, maybe not. I swear to God, there used to be a thing where it would ask... Well, proof that this is the PAL version. This is all in British pounds. But I swear to God, it would ask you what language you wanted to select. Maybe it was. Maybe it's not a requirement. Maybe I'm wrong. But like, if you're gonna offer different language copies of the game, I'm sorry, that should be a bundle. You should bundle them together. You should bundle those together and release them as one, not $20 each. And there's not even a bundle for both Fire Red and Leaf Green for like $30. So you can at least get discounted if you want both versions. You gotta spend $20 each on both versions. So, anyways, I'm done ranting about that now. I do not care at all about Pokemon. Since is my favorite generation. I mean, listen, if they release Pokemon Heart Gold or Gold and Silver or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I mean, I'd probably rather buy it, to be honest. Like, I mean, to be fair, Gen 2 is my favorite, but I'm not like, I mean, I don't know. If they did re-release Gold and Silver again, I probably would buy it, because actually I did like those Pokemon games quite a bit as a kid. But like, you know, even still. Sam, do you think we'll get a remake of Gen 2 on Switch 2 in style? Let's go. That would be a remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I'd be happy Gen 2 is a favorite. Hype for it. I mean, I wouldn't be like over the moon, like, oh my god, yes, like they're doing it. But I'd be excited. I'd be like, okay, like, I did not play the Let's Go games, but like, wasn't it like where it had a lot of like Pokemon Go features where you had to like throw the Pokeball like that? That I wouldn't care about. I would want, and this might be a hot take, but I would want a remake more so in the style of like what they did with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which I know a lot of people didn't like those games, but I like that style. I don't need like, I don't care for like the big open world Pokemon games. Like, I kind of want something chibi. I just kind of want like, you know, like the little cute art style, just in 3-dimensional, you know, maybe spruce up the art style a little bit, make it look nice, and keep a little chibi art style. I liked it. I don't care. I mean, yes, having the big open world Pokemon games are cool, but if you're gonna remake one of the older ones, I don't really like. I mean, I don't care about that style enough to be like, oh yeah, I'd love to see it in that style. I don't know. Ports 15. Yeah, I think. I mean, personally, because I know there are different Pokemon, and there are differences between the two games. Like, I wouldn't spend $40 on those two games. Like, I wouldn't even spend. That's the problem, right? Is like I think I literally no. I think I have Ruby. I don't think I have Fire Red. I think I have Ruby. Hold on, let me check. I know I have one of them. I know it's red, but I don't remember if it's Ruby or Fire Red. It's Ruby. I have Ruby, not Fire Red. I thought I might have Fire Red, but it's Ruby. But yeah, it's like, and people saying, oh, but the secondhand market. That's like saying, right? Bottles, like, let's say, like, bottle of water. This is an extreme example, but water suddenly becomes very rare and hard to find. And secondhand market, it's, you know, for a case of 24 bottles, it's $700. But someone's selling a 24 case for $100. Oh, well, they're selling it for thousands on the, on the market. You know, this $100, this is a steal. No, it's still expensive for water. Like, it's still expensive for what it is. I don't know. There's a Starmie and Slowpoke. You see, like, yeah, I just don't know or care that much about Pokemon enough to really have much of a foot in this race. Like, look, listen, if all you want is that original experience, just with, local wireless play, instead of online. I mean, look, they could have at least did online something. They could have made it so you can use the multiplayer features online rather than needing to be local. Like, if they were able to make it possible to link the two, you know, to do local wireless with the Switches, they probably could have sorted out online. Like, and like, I get another reason I get why it's not on NSO is because on NSO with GBA games, you can rewind, right? You can use the rewind feature. So like, if you miss a shiny Pokemon, like if you don't catch it, or if you lose a battle, whatever, you could just rewind and like get infinite tries to do it, and like create a save state so that you could always try and like for something like that where you can upload to Pokemon Home, putting into another game. Like, I get that. But I don't know, man. Like, the whole Pokemon thing is just kind of like, it's what I would have done. I still probably would have done the standalone releases, but like, they didn't even give it a border. If you look at the gameplay, you just see it, like, you see two black bars on the side. They could have at least did like kind of like what they did with the Game Boy player on the GameCube and given like a Game Boy Advance style border. That way, at least it's not just like so effortless to where it's just the game. There's not a border. There's nothing. It's the literal definition of a lazy port of a GBA game. And again, if it was like $7, $8, $9, $10, sure, fine. But you're asking double that. When games on like for the $7 games, like, you know, that they had on the Wii for Game Boy Advance, this is nearly triple the price. Nearly triple the price for a Game Boy Advance game. Like, I don't know, like, I defended the price of Mario Tennis Fever, but I had solid reasoning for it. The game is chock full of content, it's new, yeah, they reused a couple things, but I don't care because they had all these new modes, they had a lot of single player content, they have a lot of good multiplayer content, they did enough work to justify this price. But with Pokemon, like, I mean, literally, this simple copy and paste of a ROM onto the eShop is 1/3 of the price of Mario Tennis Fever. Like, come on. Like, really? Like, but again, the value is if you see yourself playing this game to death, and it's going to be really worth it for you. You're going to utilize the Pokemon Home stuff. You're going to, you know, use local multiplayer. Sure. But I don't know. It just seems like And again, that's coming from someone who just defended Nintendo about their pricing of Mario Tennis Fever. Like, that says a lot. It's easier to watch a Pokemon anime than it is to actually play the games. True, I mean, you know, because Pokemon anime, I'm assuming the anime is on like a streaming service. I'm assuming, or like on DVDs, or like, you know, you can rent or buy them like digitally. Like, I'm sure they're pretty easy to access. Or hell, they're old enough now to where a lot of the older ones probably you could just like Google search like watch Pokemon anime for free, and you can just find a website that has them all just there that you can just watch. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't want to harp on too much about Pokemon because like it's something that I just don't care about. But it's but you know, it all goes into the discussion of like we need to start like, because like there is the valid discussion of Nintendo like needs to start ramp, because like obviously there's not, I mean, unless they do something this coming week, there's not going to be a February Direct. And you know, Mario Tennis is out, you know, and already, you know, it's out now, and we're getting like Pokopia next month. But after Pokopia, we don't have any release dates for anything. I mean, I think, oh, no, Mario Wonder. When is that? Is that April? Is Mario Wonder? Let's see. Mario Wonder Switch 2. I think it's April, right? April something. Oh no, March. So yeah, so after March, we really don't know much of anything. So I personally think they need to have a March Direct. I mean, they could still shadow drop some things on Twitter, like they have been doing. They've been doing a lot of Twitter and Nintendo Today shadow dropping. Or not shadow dropping, but like, you know, information giving. But I do think just a big Direct to kind of give us an idea, like when's Yoshi coming out? When's Fire Emblem coming out? When's Rhythm Heaven coming out? Oh wait, no, wait, Tomodachi Life, that might be April. Well, that's a Switch 1 title, that doesn't even count. Like when are all the, like when are we getting, like I said, Yoshi, Fire Emblem, when are those coming out? What do we have to look forward to in the second half of the year? I mean, June Directs are usually pretty good for saying, sorry, that might be, I don't know if the volume seems uneven. I don't know. Sorry about that. But yeah, like what's coming up? Like they need to start exciting us a little bit, because before, like at the second half of, or like in November, December, even January, I was kind of like, we have enough coming up. Yeah, we have enough coming up in these next few months where like we don't really need a Direct. And I was saying that for a while. But now we're getting to the point where we're starting to run out, right? Mario Tennis has come out, and like we have some Switch 2 editions coming out. Cool, right? Like Xenoblade, I think already is out. Mario Wonder, you know, and there's other ones. And obviously we got Pokopia. But there's a lot that's like, well, we need a little more. We need a little more information, especially, you know, the gaming landscape has been very negative recently with Microsoft. Phil Spencer's retiring, so Xbox is looking pretty gloomy. Blue Point Games just shut down from Sony. Nintendo needs to be like, hey, we're here. All these other and this is horrible to say because obviously people's jobs are lost and, you know, it's affecting a lot of things, but marketing wise, this is where Nintendo, you know, and for the shareholders, for everyone who's looking at Nintendo now, like waiting for them to do something, this is where Nintendo's like, right, these companies are having issues, Nintendo's as strong as ever, here's what's coming out this year. There's gonna be a new 3D Mario game, or we're celebrating Zelda by doing this, or Luigi's Mansion 4, like, you know, whatever, just like giving us like a glimmer of hope in a very dreary, negative, where everything's just seeming very negative. Like, I think Nintendo needs to come in and just start swinging a little bit. And like, you know, Nintendo's really not competing with like Xbox or Sony, but in the grand scheme of things, when they have shareholders that need to impress, and they have, you know, in March they're gonna have like, you know, their numbers, their big report on how the, you know, how the past fiscal year has been, you know, and how the Switch 2 is doing. Like, it's going to be the first real big report, because I think it's March 31st, when like that big Nintendo report is that like shows how they're doing, and we're gonna get reports for games like Metroid Prime. We're gonna get Mario Tennis's report. We're gonna get a bunch of reports on how Nintendo is doing. And I feel like that's around in March, probably, when they have to really be like, all right, here's what's coming out. Here's what we're doing. Direct, information, Mario, Zelda, whatever. You know, Fire Emblem news, Yoshi news. What else is coming out? If they're going to do new Luigi's Mansion, if they're going to do a new Pikmin, if they're going to, well, that freaking Splatoon Raiders game that I always forget about its existence. I literally always forget that Splatoon Raiders is a thing because they haven't said anything about it in ages. Like, I feel like Nintendo is just being really weird. I feel like Nintendo is, I don't know, we're in a real weird state with Nintendo where I don't know. But we are now going to get into a little bit, I need to pull it up. We are going to get, now that we're talking about Nintendo, this is an unintentional segue. We are going to be doing two different tier lists. Both related to the Switch 2. One of which is going to be about Nintendo franchises I want to see them start to talk about more. And another one about third parties I would love to see get some attention. So just give me a second to get this kind of set up here, because let me do this. Sorry about this, guys. Give me one quick second. Just clearing out my computer a little bit, because sometimes my computer overworks itself. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Alright, so alright, so let's do this. Oops, come on. So, I got the tier list here. So these are Nintendo franchises. These are all Nintendo, are they? Wait, this is not the list I thought it was. No, this is just games. Gosh dang it. Freaking, I opened the wrong thing. Hold on, you guys. It says all franchises. That's what, it says all franchises, not all games. Gosh, hold on. I had this all figured out. But no. Is this the one? Okay. No, it's not this one. And I don't know if you remember anybody on your lives back in like 2020. I think Lindsay, you all these people out there. Oh my god, yeah, I do remember your username. Hello there. Long time no see. Hopefully everyone is doing well, or hopefully you're doing well. Not everyone. Hope everyone's doing well, but hopefully you're doing well. I do remember you. Okay, now where's the Nintendo one? Okay, I guess this one works. This is different than the one I saw earlier, but let me quickly, I gotta. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey there, Neil. How are you doing? All right. So now we got this tier thing. So these are all Nintendo franchises. There's a lot. You forget how many freaking franchises Nintendo has until you see a freaking list. So I have this list sorted by day one buy, would probably get, interested, meh, don't care, it's already here, meaning that it's already on the Switch too, and then don't know, I should say don't know it. Like, I don't know it. Alright, so let's start off. Freaky Forums, I have no clue what Freaky Forums is. Spirit Camera? I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember enough. Okay, let me just do that, do that. Fantasy Life, that's not Nintendo, right? Fantasy Life isn't Nintendo. Is it Nintendo? Maybe it is, I don't know. Let's see. Codename Steam, that one I don't care. Put that one there. NES Remix, ooh, that's an interesting one. I'll put NES Remix in meh. Like, it's not that I wouldn't care about it. It's just that, like, there's already two. I would kind of just rather them do, like, an ultimate collection of the past. What? Because there actually was. Well, that's Nintendo World Championships. That's different. But, yeah, like, I'd be kind of meh about that. I'd be kind of meh about that coming to Switch too. Street Pass games. I know a lot of people are nostalgic for Street Pass from the 3DS. But I'm sorry, I just do not care about Street Pass. Mario Strikers, I mean, after Battle League, that's in meh. Like, and it's not that I would not care at all, but, like, it's pretty low down there. Like, it's, I don't know. Mario Paint and Mario Artist games, you know what? Oops, I'd be interested in that. I would be interested in, like, strictly because of the mouse controls, right? Like, if they did some kind of, like, Mario Paint, artsy kind of game that utilized the mouse controls, you know, there's actually some potential in that. There's actually a lot of potential in that. Luigi's Mansion, I mean, come on. Come on, you guys know me. Day one buy. I would buy a new Luigi's Mansion game in a heartbeat. You guys already know it. Yeah, so that's how quickly I'd get a new Luigi's Mansion game. Dr. Mario, I wouldn't care. Yoshi's Island, I mean, technically, I mean, I'm just gonna, well, Woolly World, okay, I guess they're classifying Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Woolly World and Crafted World as two different things. I mean, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book sounds like its own thing in general, too. I mean, it lends itself more, obviously, to, like, the Woolly World, Crafted World thing, because it's, like, a storybook thing. I mean, I'm gonna say that's kind of already there for both, because Yoshi games, even though Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Crafted World and Woolly World, even though they are different, they're all in the same. Wario Land, this is another one where I'd probably say I'd be interested. Oops, nope, I'd be interested in it. Because Wario Land, I mean, look, I'm just to the point where I'm kind of tired of 2D platformers. Like, I don't care enough about 2D platformers anymore to really be excited for a new Wario Land. But if they did something funky with it, if they, you know, had a really cool art style, they had a really unique gameplay, I can see myself being interested in it. I can see myself looking at it and being like, okay, yeah. WarioWare, that's a day one buy. I always love the WarioWare games. They're fun multiplayer ones. Well, actually, maybe I'll move it down. Actually, I'll move it down to would probably get, because I did not get Wario Land, what's it called? The second Switch one. There's there's WarioWare Get It Together, and WarioWare, God, what was the other one called? The WarioWare game that, like, required, like, using the Joy-Cons for motion controls. I'm so over motion controls that if they did another motion-controlled WarioWare game, I probably wouldn't get it. But, like, if they did, like, a normal, standard WarioWare game, it's a day one buy. So I'm gonna put in would probably get, for the caveat of if they did a motion-controlled based one again. Wario Shake It and Master of Disguise. I mean, those are kind of like Wario Land games, so I'll put it in the same vein. I mean, I know they're different. I mean, Wario Shake It is literally Wario Land Shake It. But they're kind of the same deal. Donkey Kong Arcade and Mario vs. Donkey Kong, so they're counting. Well, they're kind of they separate Wario Land and Wario Land Shake It, but put together Donkey Kong Arcade and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Those are two completely different games. But I don't care that much about either of them, so I'll put them. I mean, Mario vs. Donkey Kong could be kind of cute, so I'll put it in meh. I think the pricing of Pokemon Violet is too much for 2-year-old Game Boy games. That's okay. Yeah, I already had that whole discussion, so I won't go into that again. But yeah, it's $20 is too much in my opinion. Donkey Kong Country, again, kind of like with Wario Land. I'm tired of the 2D stuff, but I'd at least be interested. If they funked up the art style a little bit more, maybe. 3D Mario. Day one buy, probably. I mean, it's 3D Mario, of course. Of course, that'd probably be a day one buy. It's 3D Mario. Diddy Kong Racing and Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. Again, they separated Wario Land and Wario Land Shake It, but, I mean, I guess Wario Land Shake It, you're shaking the Wii remote, but Diddy Kong Racing and Donkey Kong Barrel Blast are two completely different games. They're both racing games, technically, I guess, if you want to. I mean, Diddy Kong Racing was cool. I'll put it in meh. Donkey Kong Rhythm games. Ooh, like Donkey Konga? If they released, like, a new barrel accessory, I'd be interested. I'd put that on the top end of interested. Like, I'd be pretty interested in that. I like rhythm games. You know, in fact, I'll even bump that up to probably get. I really like rhythm games. And you know what? I really like Donkey Konga. So if they released another version of that, okay, you got me. 2D Zelda, nah. Meh. 3D Zelda, I'd be pretty interested. I'd be pretty interested in 3D Zelda. I mean, it depends on what they do with it. Like, if it's Breath of the Wild a third time, I would be like, eh. But if they try something more experimental, do something a little more out there, and just try something new, I'd be interested. I would look at it. Tingle? I mean, there's that one Tingle game, but I wouldn't care. Okay, well, Hyrule Warriors, I'd be interested. But okay. 2D Metroid. Okay, I swear, Metroid is one of those game franchises where, like, I want to like them. I want to try them, but I'm fearful that I wouldn't really like them. So I'm gonna put at the top part of meh, because I don't want to say I'm interested in it, but like it would really depend on how the game looks. Metroid Prime, already here. Like, I mean, yes, they could do another Metroid Prime, but like it's already on the Switch too. So, I mean, technically it's on the Switch, but got a Switch 2 port, but regardless. Metroid Other M. Don't care. Federation Force, really don't care. Pokemon, okay, now we're on to Pokemon. Pokemon main games, meh. Like, if they do something cool, like, I don't know. I don't see anything about Pokemon Remake, so, like, you know, if they remake one of the older ones, so I'll keep it in meh. Pokemon Rangers, I don't even really know what that is. 2D Mario, I mean, if it's like Wonder, maybe. I'm gonna go meh. Again, it's the 2D thing. I would prefer a new Donkey Kong Country and a new Wario Land over a new 2D Mario. So I think that's fair. Pokemon Stadium. I mean, Pokemon Stadium is very different. Where would I put Pokemon Stadium? I would put it I'd put it at the bottom of interested. It's like, because Pokemon Stadium is a little more like multiplayer, wacky, party kind of games. So I think that's a more I mean, I'd look at it and be like, okay, that looks cute. Mystery Dungeon, don't care. Rumble, don't care. Kirby, I mean, I don't care much about Kirby. You're starting to say, I mean, like, I mean, like, my tastes are, I'm very picky. Kirby Air Ride, we already have. They're not going to do another one. Kirby Fighters, don't care. Pikmin. You see, Pikmin, the thing was with Pikmin is so niche. Where, I don't know. I'm going to say meh for Pikmin. Like, I feel like I would look at it, kind of know what I'm gonna get, and be like, okay, like, I don't need this. Star Fox, you know what? I would be interested in Star Fox. I would be interested in Star Fox. I would love to see them tackle it again. Obviously, they really messed up with Star Fox Zero. But, you know, if they locked in and made a new really good Star Fox game, you know what? It could be kind of fun. I can kind of see that. Even if they did do something a little bit different, like if they did a Star Fox Adventures kind of thing, but really polished it and made it good, which again, they split up Wario Land and Wario Land Shake It, but at least from what I'm seeing, there's no Star Fox Adventure separated from this, but either way. Kid Icarus, I know a lot of people want to see Kid Icarus Uprising, but I don't care enough about it. Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm sorry, I don't care about Xenoblade. Earthbound, I mean, I'm assuming it means Mother, like the Mother series in general, and not just Earthbound. I mean, the games were weird, and like they had such a unique style, where I wouldn't say I don't care about them. Like I think getting a new Mother game would be kind of hype. Not even if I didn't get it, which is why I'm putting it in meh. Like I probably wouldn't even be interested in getting it. But it would be such a cool thing to get, where I think at least I don't want to say I don't care about it. Mario Party, obviously for me it's day one buy. It's Mario Party. Fire Emblem, I mean, I guess technically it's already here. Like, you know, I mean, it's not out yet, like with Yoshi, but, you know. Smash Brothers, I would probably get. Like, you know, as long as it looks fun, as long as it's, like, got some good characters, got some good stages, as long as it looks like it's worth it, I'd probably get it. Bayonetta, don't really care about. Splatoon, if they announced a Splatoon 4, I would probably get it. I held off on Splatoon 3. Like, I didn't get Splatoon 3 because I just kind of felt like... I just kind of felt like it wasn't needed. I kind of felt like why... Like, why do a new game now? I would have much rather... I feel like it would have just made more sense to just, at that point, because it came out in, like, what, 2023? Like, at that point, just wait for the next generation. So I probably would get a new Splatoon game. I probably would get the new Splatoon game. Punch-Out, I don't care. Mii Series, Wii Sports, Week. Okay, so let's. I mean, I'm assuming they don't have Nintendo Switch Sports up here. No, I don't see Nintendo Switch Sports. So, counting Switch Sports, if they did like a Switch 2 Sports kind of thing, or like a Switch Play, Switch Fit, or I guess Ring Fit, if Ring Fit isn't here, I can lump Ring Fit Adventure into that. Then I'd put this at interested. I would put it at interested. I'd be interested to see if they did like another Nintendo Wii Sports or Switch Sports, whatever. Like, if they did another one with some new sports. Because I actually, funny enough, I did play, about a week ago, I was over visiting my friend, and his favorite game on the Switch, at least for what it seems, is Switch Sports. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. So, you know, I probably would end up getting it, or at least being interested in it, if it's something that my friends got and wanted to play. Miitomo, that was the phone app, right? I mean, I don't even know how you would do that on the Switch 2. So, because you got Tomodachi Life here, which I'm just going to put as already here. Even though it's a Switch 1 title, I'm just going to count it as already here. Nintendo Land, that would be a day one buy. I loved Nintendo Land for the Wii U. It was such a fun compilation of different mini games and different things that looped in a bunch of different Nintendo franchises. I loved, obviously, Luigi's Ghost Mansion. Mario Chase was fun. I even liked the Donkey Kong one where you gotta, like, tilt the path to get the little thing, the thing on wheels to the bottom. The Yoshi tracing one was fun. The F-Zero one was fun. The Ninja Castle one was fun. All of them were really fun. I can't think of a bad... Like, I don't think any of the minigames were bad. Even if some were a little on the boring side, I don't think any of them were bad. So, I would get a new Nintendo Land. Miitopia, meh. Wouldn't care too much about it. Mario Kart, we already have. Advanced Wars, would they do a new Advanced Wars? I'd be meh about it. I mean, I always love seeing Game Boy Advance games, you know, getting followed up, getting more follow-ups, but, you know, wouldn't care enough. Rhythm Heaven, I'm going to count that as already here. F-Zero, I'd be interested. I wouldn't be, like, over the moon excited for it. I wouldn't be, like, I wouldn't be, I don't know. No explanation really needed for that one, I think. Golden Sun. This one's interesting because Golden Sun, obviously Camelot would have to work on that. I'd be interested. I'd be interested to see after, like, they haven't done an RPG in, like, 20 years, probably about. When was the last Golden Sun game? Was it Radiant Dawn? It was on the Wii. So that probably would have been, like, 2007, 2008. So, yeah, probably about 20 years, I'd assume. Hold on. Let me look that up. Golden Sun Wii. That's Radiant Dawn, right? Wait, was there not a Golden Sun on the Wii? Am I going crazy? It's Dark Dawn. Oh, the DS. That's what I was thinking of. Dark Dawn was on the DS in 2010. I swear there was one called the Radiant Dawn. Am I crazy? Maybe not. Okay, I'm going crazy. Dark Dawn must have been what I was thinking of. I don't know why I thought Radiant Dawn. Animal Crossing. Does this count as already here? I'm going to say no. Because even though, like, obviously, 2D Mario, we're getting Wonder on the Switch 2. But I think we're going to get a new one. So I'm not going to count Animal Crossing as already being out on the Switch 2. Meh. It's Animal Crossing. I never really cared that much about Animal Crossing. Sin and Punishment, I don't know that one enough to comment on it. 1080? I mean... meh. Box Boy, meh. Chibi Robo, ooh. This one's tough. Because... are we talking about if they do a new, proper Chibi Robo game? Like, that would be a day one buy. But if they did another, like Chibi Robo Ziplash kind of thing, like, this could be anywhere here. I'm going to say would probably get. Because, I mean, it kind of like with, WarioWare, it depends on what kind of game they make. Custom Robo, I mean, I'll put that one in meh. Mario RPG, so basically the Mario RPGs. And I'm assuming this doesn't count. Okay, yeah, Paper Mario's here, so this doesn't count Paper Mario. I mean, Brothership just started off way too slow for me to really get into it. Ouch, sorry, I hurt my foot. But then if they did, I'll put this one in interested. I'll say I'm interested in it. Starfy. Okay, hold on. There's quite a few don't cares here, so let's just knock these right out. Starfy don't care. Pushmo don't care. Star Tropics don't care. Wave. I'll put that one in meh. Game & Watch, no. Clubhouse Games, I'll also put in meh. Art Academy, don't care. Pilot Wings. Well, I actually like Pilot Wings. I'll put that one in interested. I'll put Pilot Wings in interested. Picross, no. Famicom Detective Club. Apparently, I need to check out MEO. Apparently. So, you know what? Just for that, I'll at least put it in interested because people told me I would like MEO. So, maybe I gotta actually get into this series. And maybe if they release one on the Switch 2, it'll get me into it. Paper Mario, again, what kind of Paper Mario would it be? Is there, like, does Thousand Year Door Remake basically confirm that they're going to go back to the older style? Or are they going to do, I'm going to say would probably get, because, I mean, I have gotten every single Paper Mario game that's come out, except for Color Splash. So, you know what, I'll put it in would probably get. Puzzle League or Panel de Pon, don't care. Balloon Fight, nope. Color TV Game, wow, that's retro. Brain Age, don't care. Big Brain Academy, don't care. Art Style Series, don't care. Face Raiders, really don't care. Don't even know that one. Rolling Western, no. Excite Series, Excite Bike, Excite Trucks. I'll put that in meh. Mario Tennis is already here. Mario Discovery, I don't even know what that is. Actually, I should move that one here too, because I don't know that one. And I know the rest of this. Geist, wow, that was a deep cut. And there's, you have Geist, but no Eternal Darkness? You know what, I'm gonna lump Geist and Eternal Darkness together, because they're both horror games. Well, Geist is a little more action than horror. For those of you who don't know, Geist is a GameCube game where your whole thing is that you're a character who I believe dies, and you can possess objects. You're a poltergeist basically that can possess different objects and become them. It's like Mario Odyssey, but like more horror. So put that with Eternal Darkness. You know what? I'd probably get it. I not even because Geist is the best game in the world. But I would love to see Nintendo dive more into survival horror. So, you know what? I would probably get it just to support Nintendo's dive into survival horror. Style Savvy, don't care. Wonderful 101, also don't care. NES Sports, so is that like the black box, like golf and baseball? Yeah, no, don't care. Mysterious Mazumuri Castle, that in meh. Clue Land, don't care. Ice Climber, don't care. Mario or Fossil Fighters, don't care. Mario Golf, another tough one. You know, I'd probably still put it in day one buy, because listen, if we're going based off of how Camelot did with Mario Tennis Fever, you know what? Like my confidence went from like here to like here. It's not quite up here yet, but if you nail Mario Golf, I feel like for Mario Golf though, this one I think needs a solid single player. I think this one, because Mario Tennis, I feel like is more easy to enjoy with friends because it's more fast paced, it's naturally more wacky, it's more wild. I feel like with Mario Golf, I feel like that single player mode needs to be top tier. I feel like that single player mode needs to be top tier. So, like, we'll see. Personal Trainer, don't care. Nintendogs, I'm sorry, but don't care. Do any of these? Oh, Mario Sluggers, probably day one buy. So, like, the two Mario Sports games. Okay, yeah, so then the rest of these, I just... Can I drag them all? No? Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it there. So basically, everything from interested and above are games I'd probably consider buying. Is there anything down here that I'd want to move up that I would consider buying? I mean, 2D Mario. I'll move 2D Mario to the top of mid. I'll move 2D Zelda. No, actually, no. Yeah, I think this list is fine. I think this list sums up my opinions pretty well. I mean, day one buys would obviously be Luigi's Mansion. Obviously, Luigi's Mansion 4, or a remake of the first game, whatever. I mean, I would love to see them remake the first game, given that this year's the 25th anniversary. But I know Nintendo doesn't care too much about anniversaries. And you know what? Let me move 3D Zelda up to probably would get. I'd probably want to try out the new 3D Zelda because I did like Breath of the Wild, and the only reason I did not get Tears of the Kingdom is because I did not care for that stupid crafting thing, like the fusing together things to make vehicles. I didn't care about that, so I'll probably get a new 3D Zelda. So I'll move that up there. So yeah, Luigi's Mansion would be a day one buy, 3D Mario would be a day one buy, Mario Party would be a day one buy, Nintendo Land would be a day one buy if they did a new one. Please, Nintendo, I would love that. Mario Golf would be a day one buy, and Mario Sluggers or Baseball would be a day one buy. I would probably end up getting WarioWare, a Donkey Kong rhythm game if they did one, Smash Brothers, Splatoon, Chibi Robo, Paper Mario, Geist, or Eternal Darkness, or any horror game, 3D Zelda, and I would be interested in like a Mario Paint successor, Wario Land, twice, Donkey Kong Country, Hyrule Warriors, Pokemon Stadium, Star Fox, Mii series games, F-Zero, Golden Sun, Mario RPGs, Pilot Wings, and Famicom Detective Club. So that's that. And then obviously the rest of them I don't really care that much about. But yeah, there's my Nintendo list, everyone. I could tell I'd probably get a bit of hate for not having like 2D Zelda up higher, or Pikmin, or anything down here. Xenoblade probably is a big one that would get me kicked. Probably same with where did I put Fire Emblem is already here. If I were to say if there's another Fire Emblem game, I'd probably put that in there as well. I wouldn't be interested in it. But yeah, there we go. So now I need to quickly set up my other list, which I'm going to try and go through a little quicker. Would buy, would probably get, interested, meh, interested. What were the categories? Not interested. Already here. And I don't know these. Oh, come on. Then I'll delete. And delete. Alright, so now we are going to do a tier list. We're going to try and rocket through this one for third-party stuff. There's some Nintendo stuff in here, obviously, but we're going to skip that. Third-party stuff. There's a lot here. We are not going to do all of these, because, as you can tell, there's a lot. Ooh. God, my stream doesn't like it. Okay. So let's just get right into things, because let me close this out. Please don't open up anything. Okay. So we're going to blast through these. These are third-party games. Obviously, the Switch 2, I very much want them to lean into third parties. I want more third parties on the Switch 2. And here's my ranking of how much I want these ones. Starting off with Street Fighter. Is there already? I think Street Fighter is already on the Switch 2. I think they released a new Street Fighter game on the Switch 2 already. Red Dead is technically, I mean, I don't think Red Dead Redemption 2 is on the Switch. I think Red Dead Redemption 1 is on the Switch. I'd say meh for Red Dead. Like, I don't know the games enough. Halo, I would probably get day one. I love the Halo games. I haven't played Infinite, but I've played or 5 actually. I haven't played it since Halo 4, but I used to play Halo all the time. And if Microsoft brought Halo to the Switch 2, I wouldn't complain. Grand Theft Auto. I mean, here's the thing though. Would they bring Grand Theft Auto 6 to the Switch 2? I don't think they would, but if they did, would I get it? See, here's the thing though, right? Grand Theft Auto 6 on the Switch 2 would definitely be a heavily... Like, I can deal with a less powerful version of a game on Nintendo hardware. I've always done it. But with Grand Theft Auto, I think I put it in meh. I think I would probably want it on other consoles. Like, there are games where I'm like, I'll bite the bullet and play the lesser version of it on the Nintendo Switch. I'm trying to think of an example. Like Dying Light, for instance, I played it on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm fine with the Nintendo Switch version. I don't need to play it on anything else. But Grand Theft Auto, I don't think I could play on anything but like an Xbox or whatever. Mass Effect. Ooh. I'd be interested in Mass Effect. I played a bit of Mass Effect 3 and had a good time, so I'd be interested to see how Mass Effect would work on the Switch 2. The Sims, oh my god, yes. The fact that they have not done a Sims game on the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 yet is absolutely insane. The Switch/Switch 2 is the perfect console for The Sims. I don't know how. Just bring The Sims 4. I think The Sims 4 is free to play, if I'm not mistaken, and then the packs cost money. I would just say sell a packaged version of The Sims 4 with a decent amount of the packs. You know, the expansion packs. You know, not all of them. You don't have to do all of them. But let's say The Sims 4 base game and 10 of the packs. I don't know how much each pack costs, but let's say 10 of the packs for like the full $50 or $60, whatever. And then if you want more packs, you'll have to go and buy them from the eShop. But like, why have they not brought The Sims to Nintendo yet? It's the freaking Sims, man. It's not like a very graphically intensive game or anything. Bring The Sims 4 to the Switch 2, pretty please. Or at least port. They did the re-releases of The Sims 1 and 2 on Steam. Bring those, even. I wouldn't even care. Just bring those. Castlevania. Did the new Castlevania game get confirmed for Nintendo? Let me check. Okay, yeah, it is. So the new Castlevania is coming out on Switch 2. So I'm going to put that in already here. Resident Evil. I'm going to put that in already here as well because we are getting, obviously, 7, 8, and 9, which are the newest games. We're only missing the remakes of 2, 3, and 4. But you know what? Screw it. I'm going to break the rules for this one specifically. If they brought the remakes of 2, 3, and 4 over, that's a day one buy easily for me. King of Fighters, I don't know it enough. Mortal Kombat, I'm not really interested in it. Capcom vs. not interested in. Battlefield, not really interested. Minecraft's already there, technically. Medal of Honor, don't really care about. Call of Duty, ooh, this one's interesting. Call of Duty. I would put it in, would probably get, the main thing is with Call of Duty, I don't play Call of Duty for the multiplayer, or I should say like the regular multiplayer mode. I play Call of Duty for zombies. That's the only reason I go to Call of Duty. And I know some games don't have zombies, like all the Modern Warfare games. Those ones don't have zombies. And basically Treyarch are the king of Call of Duty zombies. So like if the zombies doesn't look good, I probably wouldn't get it. But I've played some of the games like recently, not Black Ops 7 zombies. But I guess it'd be Black Ops 6 then, I guess that's the one I played. I actually really liked that game's zombies mode. So if they released a Call of Duty with a really good zombies mode, I would probably get it. Doom, I'd be interested, but I probably would not know if I'd get it or not. Guilty Gear, I don't really care. Persona, meh. Depends on the game. Shin Megami Tensei, not really interested. Wolfenstein, not really interested. Forza, meh. Forza, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, actually. You know what? I'd be interested in that. I'd be interested to see Devil May Cry. God, there's a lot of these. This is going to fill up really fast. Maybe I should, like... You know, maybe... Let me take this off, because I know this is going to be, like, there's going to be a lot of not interested and don't know. But Bayonetta we already talked about. Lego games that don't really care about. Elder Scrolls, don't really care enough. Fallout, I mean, we're already getting it. We're already getting it technically, but like, if they're gonna do, like, we're getting Fallout 4. Like, there's so many more Fallout games that they could do. Ooh, that's tough. I'll keep it there. Oh, okay, these are all Nintendo. Dark Souls, I don't really care about. Final Fantasy, I'd be interested to see Final. Obviously, we're getting Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, all 3 parts. But, you know, doing more of them would be interesting. I'd be interested to see. Dragon Quest, I don't really care too much about. Quake, not really. Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Half-Life, Portal. They left out Left 4 Dead. I hope that's later in the list. I mean, these are all Valve. I really hope Left 4 Dead's somewhere in the list. Sonic is kind of already here. Both Portal technically is too, actually. Yakuza, there's quite a few Yakuza games already out on the Switch too. Mega Man, I don't know if they confirmed that new Mega Man coming out on the Switch too. Ace Attorney, let's see, Contra, The Last of Us. I'm just saying, I would buy that day one. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, but I would buy it. I really like The Last of Us. Still haven't beaten part 2, but part 1 was amazing. Let's see here. Crash Bandicoot. I would probably get Crash Bandicoot, a new Crash game. Let's see what else is in here. BioShock. Actually, I would be interested in a new BioShock. Let's see, we already have FIFA technically. Stalker, Ico, or Shadow of the Colossus. Ooh, Midnight Club. I actually would probably get Midnight Club. They haven't made a new Midnight Club game in ages, but I love Midnight Club. Need for Speed, I'd be interested in. I'd be interested in Need for Speed. Batman, I don't care about. Guitar. If they brought back Guitar Hero, you know what? I'd be interested in that. I'd be interested in a new Guitar Hero game. Metro, Spyro, Titanfall, Gears of War, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, there's Left 4 Dead. Okay, I was about to say, like, you can't skip out on Left 4 Dead. WWE, Kingdom Hearts. You know what? I would. I don't know about day one, but I would probably get Kingdom Hearts. I have it on PlayStation, but PlayStation's one of those consoles where it's like I never feel incentivized to play. I just want it on my Switch. I want to be able to play Kingdom Hearts on my Switch. Kingdom Hearts is a series I feel like is made for the Switch, or for Nintendo in general. Like, these games are a no-brainer for Nintendo. I don't know why we don't have them. Let's see here. Watch Dogs would be pretty cool, but I don't care enough. Oh, Banjo-Kazooie, day one buy if they release a new Banjo game, which I know they're not gonna. Star Wars stuff, don't really care too much about. God of War, don't really care much about. Silent Hill, freaking do it. Like, for frick's sake. Like, Silent Hill 2, the remake. Bloober Team have been supporting Nintendo pretty heavily, even with the releasing that new Chronos game on Nintendo Switch 2. Get that Silent Hill 2 remake on there. Pretty please and thank you. Okay, where was I? I think around here. Streets of Rage, Burnout, bunch of fighting games, Dino Crisis, no. Pac-Man, I mean, if we're counting Pac-Man, the Pac-Man World games, obviously day one buy. I love Pac-Man. Let's see here. Perfect Dark, Ghost Recon, Jack and Daxter, Jet Set Radio, Splatoon, Fear. I want to play the Fear games. I'm not going to put it up there, but I probably would want to play those games if it came out on Switch, but I don't know it enough to put up there for certain. Dead Space I'll put up there. I would probably end up getting Dead Space. Let's see here. Worms, Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age, Witcher, Ultimate Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, most of them are technically already there. Super Monkey Ball. Most of them are already there. Tales of. I don't care that. I mean, I like the Tales games, but not enough for me to really want to put it up there. Valkyria Chronicles, Dragon Ball Z, Space Marine, Dragon Ball, Dead Rising, get that up there. Please, Capcom, Dead Rising, at least, get the deluxe remaster of the first game up on the Switch 2. It didn't come out that long ago. It's not really relevant anymore. It's, didn't get that much buzz, but please. Either that one or like a collection of 1, 2, and 3. Something. Like 4, sure, throw 4 in there, but at least 3 is my favorite Dead Rising game. Dead Rising 3 is my favorite one. But come on, you gotta put at least the deluxe remaster of the first game on the Switch too. Please. Oh god, where was I? Okay, I think I was around here. Okay. NASCAR, see, Tomb Raider, and Nier. I know there's a new Nier game coming out. I might be interested in that, but I need to look more into those games. Diablo, State of Decay. I liked State of Decay, but I don't know if I liked it enough for me to be really. Actually, you know what? I'll put that one in interested. I'll put that one in interested because I liked it on the original on the Xbox One. But it wasn't my favorite. Let's see. Oh, we already got those. So Caliber, I can go Ratchet and Clank, Armored Core, Kirby, Danganronpa, Double Dragon, Shovel Knight we already have. Little Big Planet, don't care that much about. Super Robot Wars, Advance Wars, Oddworld. We already have most of those games. The Chrono games. Red Faction, Commandos, Borderlands. I think we got all the Borderlands games already. I think Borderlands 3 came out. Max Payne would be interesting, but I don't care enough about it. Rayman, Psychonauts would be fun, but again, not my biggest thing. Alone in the Dark. Ooh, they actually did the Alone in the Dark remake. And apparently it was actually pretty good. So you know what? I'll put Alone in the Dark, especially because it's a horror game. I'll put that in interested. It was right next to the Forest. So, where was that? The Forest. Here we go. Time Splitters. Dark Pictures. Please. And, I mean, I haven't seen Until Dawn yet, but like with Left 4 Dead, maybe it's further down the list. But if the Dark Pictures Anthology, if this includes Until Dawn, or The Quarry, the Casting of Frank Stone, but, that's a day one buy. All those games. Any Supermassive game for me is a day one buy. Here's a bunch of Mario. Lisa, don't know that one. World of Warships, don't know that one. Destiny, don't care enough about. Destroy All Humans already there, I think. Killing Floor, When They Cry, I don't even know that one. Turok, Parasite Eve, Police Quest, Mega Man, Squad, Angry Birds. Fantasy Pants, don't even know what that is. Naruto, Alex Kidd, Call of Juarez, Dead or Alive. I don't care much about any of these games. Let's see here. Spider-Man. Ooh, you know what? If they brought the Spider-Man games, I would probably get those. I've heard so much good things about the Spider-Man games, that I would probably. Oh no, where was I? Oh, I think I was around here, right? Okay, I was around here. Okay, I remember. Okay, yeah, I was around here. But yeah, I'd probably end up getting it. Ninja Pong. Ooh, you got the double whammy right here. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh, if they released a new one specifically for the Switch, that's a day one buy. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. And where is it? I saw it. I know I'm not crazy. Where's Zoo? Where's Zoo? There it is. I'll put that one in would probably get. Because I have more nostalgia for Roller Coaster Tycoon. And for those of you just joining us, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm basically ranking third-party games I would like to see on the Switch 2. I think I was, okay, yeah, it's probably around here, I think. Yeah, I guess I'll Pong. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. We're not doing Nintendo games because we already did that. Candy Crush, Star Wars, The Walking Dead is already on. South Park. Let's see. Outlast's already there. Oh, these are the Activision, the older Spider-Man games. You know what? I will say I would love to see a remake of the Activision Spider-Man 2. I would probably end up getting that one as well. Like, the Activision Spider-Man 2 was absolutely class. I would probably get it. See, Dying Light. Ooh. Well, we already got Dying Light 1 on the Switch 2, or on the Switch 1, but I would like to see maybe a Switch 2 patch and Dying Light 2. I would probably get that day 1, because I really, really like that Dying Light. Sorry. Oh god, it's hard to keep track of where I was. I think I was around here. Yeah, South Park, Outlast, okay, I was here. Vampire Freak. Emily was away. That's a freaking random one. I'm not gonna put that one up there, but that's a freaking underrated game. If you grew up in like the 2000s, you remember AIM. This is actually kind of a fun game that's very nostalgic from that era. Alan Wake. I mean, we got Alan Wake because there's Alan Wake 2. I need to play Alan Wake 1 for me to really, because I played a little bit of it, but I need to beat it. I need to actually finish it. Let's see, Dot Hack, Farming Sim, Outer Worlds, Earthworm Jim, Days X, Dance Revolution, that's funny. Fatal Frame, most Fatal Frames are on Nintendo. Dead Island, ooh, did they do a new Dead Island game, or are they doing a new one? I swear there's a new Dead Island game, but if they ported the old one, I'd probably get it. If it was a cheap, like, you know, digital title, I'd probably get it. Dot Hack. Okay, so I was around here. The Evil Within. Ooh, The Evil Within. Oh, I haven't thought about that game in a long while. You know what? I'll put that up there too. I haven't played that game in so long. Okay, here-ish. Okay, Plants vs. Zombies, Gex, Smash Flash, that one's funny. Bendy, Frogger, Goat Simulator, what's that? God Eater, Ace, was it Ace Combat? Lost Planet, The Escapist, oh, Life is Strange. Well, actually, yeah, I'll count this, because, Reunion, Life is Strange Reunion, doesn't have a Switch 2 version confirmed for it yet. I would day 1 buy Life is Strange Reunion, even after all, because I'm partnered with Square Enix, so they're going to give me a copy of this game anyways on, Xbox. Is probably what I'm gonna end up playing it on, or PC. But like on Switch 2, yeah, it's a day 1 buy. Though, hopefully I can get a copy of that one too from them. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, so that's around here, I think. Frostpunk, Suikoden, now Croc, Yoshi, Dual Monsters, Wild Arms, Pathologic. Hey, Luigi's Mansion. Flowers, Combat Flight Simulator. Yeah, none of these. Okay, we're towards the end. Okay, yeah, I think that's really it. Those are the, wow, Super Mario Maker actually wasn't on the other list. But yeah, I think, unless I missed something, I'm just gonna do a quick little scan. I mean, I feel like there's some missing. I mean, Until Dawn wasn't here. But I lumped that in with Dark Pictures Anthology anyways. I mean, I guess these are more so series as opposed to singular games. Like, you know, these are all things that have multiple entries in them. And aren't just one-offs. So, I guess it makes sense that Until Dawn and The Quarry wouldn't be here. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about series, I think I've nailed basically what I would want. So again, these top 3 are the big important ones. Day 1 buys, I actually have a lot of day 1 buys. I would get Halo day 1, freaking love Halo. I'd get The Sims day 1, love The Sims. I mean, if they remade, that actually, Sims might depend on the price a little bit. Halo, I would, if they did the Master Chief Collection, I would buy that for full price. You're getting like 5 full games, all really fun with really deep single player like campaigns, super fun. I would get that for full price. It'd be worth it for me. The Sims, like, again, I think I'd pay $30. Well, actually, no. If they gave us a Sims game with a bunch of content, I would play full price for it, probably, because it's The Sims, and I really like The Sims. Resident Evil, even though we already got or are getting Resident Evil, would love the other games, the other remakes. The Last of Us, never gonna happen, but I would love to see it. Left 4 Dead, also never gonna happen, would love to see it. Banjo-Kazooie, if they ever do Banjo 3, if they ever do a new Banjo game, I would really hope they release it on Nintendo. It would be a stupid move for them not to release it on Nintendo. Silent Hill, bring Silent Hill 2 Remake. Silent Hill 2 Remake, already, please, to Switch 2. I don't know why it's not there already. Pac-Man, obviously Pac-Man World 4 or World 3 repack, whatever they end up doing, please. Dead Rising, please re-release the Dead Rising games on the Switch too. Well, I mean, I can't say re-release because they were never released on Nintendo consoles. I think there was a Wii Dead Rising game, right? Wasn't there a Wii Dead Rising game? Let's see here. Dead Rising Wii. Was it like Off the Record or something? No, Chop Till You Drop. No, Off the Record. That was the DLC, right? But yeah, there's Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop for the Wii. Like, just bring us Dead Risings 1 through 3, please. Dark Pictures Anthology and any supermassive narrative game would love to see. Roller Coaster Tycoon, freaking classic. Dying Light, bring the second game to Switch 2, pretty please. Life is Strange, hopefully they do Reunion. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna. They just haven't announced it yet. And hopefully, whatchamacallit, hopefully, I would love to see them actually touch up Double Exposure as well for the Switch 2 specifically. And then I would probably end up getting Call of Duty, Crash, Midnight Club, Kingdom Hearts, Dead Space, Spider-Man, Zoo Tycoon, the Activision Spider-Man if they remake them, Dead Island, The Evil Within. I'd probably end up getting those. And I'd be interested in Mass Effect, Red Dead Redemption, Doom. Like, I'd look at these games, like Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy, Bioshock, Need for Speed, Guitar Hero, State of Decay, Alone in the Dark. I'd look into those games. This stream because I don't want to be spoiled. No, I'm not. Mario Tennis isn't really in today's discussion at all. I'm mostly talking about. Well, I'm probably gonna wrap up this stream soon, anyways, because I've been going for an hour and a half now. But I've been talking about games that I would love to see. The matter of how much I would like to see a game come to Switch 2. I did it for Nintendo, and and all the Nintendo games, and then I did it for third parties. So I do think I'm actually going to end things here, because I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm pretty tired now. The streams wipe me out. Streams always wipe me out. But yeah. I thank you so much for watching the stream, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. There's some fun content coming your way. Hopefully I can do another Chaturday sometime soon. I've missed doing these. I'm a little rusty. But it was good fun chatting with everyone today. It was really good fun. And I guess I'll just leave it there. In case you missed the ranking and talking about different game series, you can always go back in the stream. Don't worry, don't apologize for coming in late. It's all good. I know obviously lots of people are busy on Saturdays, so hopefully everyone has a good rest of the day. And I'll see you all next time. Later.